Welcome, I'm Lila Cubes, and welcome back to episode 5 of Winds of Change. As promised, we're going to go into the side plots right here. It's recommended us to go in order of people we meet, and I believe we met Solvi first, so let's go with that. View Parallel Chronicle, Solvi 2. Yes, please. Ooh, that looks cool. Solvi left the chambers of his master, remaining in shock. The truth of things had been explained, and he was surprised. He knew it would take a while before he could accept these revelations.
Such a truth, and to think I never knew. This will change everything about my approach.
Ooh, change what? What happened? What's the truth?
Master, you seem unwell. We leave tomorrow. You should get some rest. I know I'm not the one to give orders, but please.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It seems there is more to this attack than we knew. The Triumvirate just finished explaining our true objective.
And would that be going to get us in the blade? What else would it be?
Our true objective? Sovi, what is the meaning of this?
I know, right?
I don't think I'm able to tell you, Halen. They trusted me alone with this information. Perhaps you can visit them on your own time.
But I want to know now.
Typical.
Yep.
Teasing me with information and pulling rank. I want to prove myself, Sovi. I want to be at your side.
Trust me, that would be wonderful. But this is different. It changes everything. It would be better to hear it directly from them.
Who does it now?
All right. I have to say, you seem quite distressed. I'll go talk to them, but take my advice and rest.
I'm afraid there's no time for that, Halen. I'm going to speak with the prisoner. He's coming too.
Coming where? Where are we going?
Shane is coming with us? Sovi, that doesn't make any sense.
It seems a run-in with the rebels is likely. To that end, I've come up with a fitting punishment. When you're done with our masters, meet me back here.
Yes, of course. I'm ready to take action at a moment's notice. And now, something tells me we will be.
It sounds so menacing. Achievement unlocked meanwhile. Is that it? Might as well do everyone if it's that short. Would you like to view Parallel Chronicle for Demarek 2? Yes, please. Demarek converses with, oh my gosh. How do I say these names, guys? Gyres? I don't know. Somebody, hopefully they read it. What is going on back there? Manor of Mezzo? I can read that. There is much to be done before the rebels can settle down. But first on his agenda was procuring the city's underground tunnels. A place to operate in secret would be essential to continue the success.
Come on, Grizz, this must be possible. Even their honor guard barely monitors the place. When they do, they're oblivious to our existence.
Grizz. What a name. I love that.
If we don't push them, they won't push back. Although, one final push might be required. Either way, we need that deed as a rightful claim.
I have a friend named, with the gamertag Grizzly. I call him Grizz all the time. This is gonna get confusing.
Jamek, for the last time, it's not so simple. If the Triumvirate knew I was helping you, they'd kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if they damaged Mazeo as well.
This guy's a wolf. Look at him. Oh my god, I love it. Is there any sheep people in this world? If there's sheep people and they meet this guy, I'm gonna laugh my head off. But he looks really cool. He's huge. Look at, he's like a foot taller than this dude. Not including the ears. Alright, let's continue.
Oh, come on, it's not that risky. We'll operate silently. They'll never know.
Everything has a paper trail, Damek. They keep track of every step I take. At the end of the day, I'm still their general.
What is with that face? Why are you cross-eyed? I'm so confused. This guy isn't menacing at all, but he's hilarious. Look at the biggest smile on my face.
I understand that you want those tunnels, but it would be too risky. They'd find us out. I'm not gambling with my life, understand?
With them, it's a gamble, I'll give you that. But with me, I'll have you know it's a certainty. I don't think you know how much we need those tunnels.
Those the tunnels they were when we first met him, where he was standing and talking to Ulrich? Bet you they are.
Damek, is that a threat?
Of course not. We're too close for that. Close enough that you won't have to find out. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal.
Mazeo is rubbed off on you. I'd expect such tactics from pirates, not you. I have to say, you'd need something big to woo me.
How about another sheep? Dolmek walks up to the desk and placed some papers down. He looked up at Grizzy with a smile, who returned only shock.
They dig for 20 years and find nothing. I use my forces and we find it in days. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is it.
It for what?
Damek, I don't believe this. This is what I've been looking for. You must tell me where it is.
This guy is super lucky.
A deed might sweeten the deal for me. Besides, you can report this finding to the Triumvirate. They'll be so ecstatic they won't notice anything else.
It is a big deal, and it might sate them. But they'd likely send forces here immediately. You want me to put a target on your new HQ?
Actually, their forces will be preoccupied. I have word that they're undertaking another mission. We'll have plenty of time to occupy and fortify.
I can't believe you found it, Damek. If you want the deed, you must give me exclusive access. Nobody else can touch it. I have my plans, and that's final.
Are they talking about the blade? What are they looking for? I don't remember. It's been like a week since I've played this game. I should have read my in previously before I left. Before I started.
Of course, I'd be more than happy to, but you might have to wait a bit longer. Tapping into it requires some special means.
That would be me!
But I promise you won't be waiting much longer. So please, if you would hand over the deed, and once they arrive, it's all yours.
They meaning me? Or they meaning his people? Okay, is that everything of all the extra stuff? That's a map. What is this? Oh, that's just figure out what to do. Looks like we've done everything here, so let's click on the map. And where do we have to go next? Grand Tree? Everything else has a check on it, so let's go there. Ooh, it looks pretty. The Grand Tree towers above everything else in Valinor. And because of Valinor's attitude, it towers above the world. We take slow steps across the makeshift bridge, holding on to the sides. Valessa stops in her tracks, taking in the surroundings. A hint of confusion appears on her face as she breaks the silence. Stopping as well, Fortime and I listen to her words.
All right, we really need to talk. Sierras, what are your thoughts on all this? You've been totally silent since we left Mylus.
All of what? I don't remember.
Hey, Valessa, no prying. Let her open up when she wants to.
I'm just curious, that's all. It's not like Mylus treated us to afternoon tea. Everything is different. Besides, venting can help.
I'd rather not talk about it, actually. I don't know what I think. I feel lost. I feel invigorated, like I finally have a purpose. I'm just taking things as they come, to be honest. Oh yeah, last episode they were talking about how Valinor started the resistance. Is that what she's asking about? Just curious about all this. I don't know. I feel lost because I don't know what's going on. Let's go
Yeah,
back.
I feel exactly the same. In just a couple hours, everything changed. They can't expect us to adapt that quickly.
She turns back around again and we continue walking. I try to admire the scenery, but that attempt is short-lived. Fortime has taken the lead, also stopping in his tracks.
Actually, on the subject of venting, there's something I need to get off my chest. Or, I guess, there's something I need to ask you to.
What would that be?
Sure. What is it?
I know we don't like talking about this, and sometimes we pretend it never even happened. But we can't anymore. We're going to Museo.
Are we?
So I think now we need to face the facts. That's the last place our parents were... I mean, they were there when it happened.
That's where our parents died. Okay.
Casualties of the occupation.
Now we have the chance to fight back against the Triumvirate. They were directly responsible for what happened there. Are we doing this for Alestia? Or for ourselves?
Why not both? Why can't you have two reasons? I never understand that.
You mean revenge? Fortim, I don't know how to answer that. All of our parents... That was so long ago.
I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not. But we can't just fight because Mylus told us to. We each need a purpose, even if they're different.
I guess that's true. But my purpose is really that, how's this say? Not allowing that vision to become real. I don't know about them. She seems to have a love interest in me, and we're really close friends, so it's likely that she'll come just to protect me, and I don't know why he's coming.
I guess I want Alestia's freedom. Is that not reason enough to fight?
That's a goal, Valessa, not a purpose. Let me ask the Cirrus. Why do you fight? What weight will you carry with that blade?
Ooh, the desire to avenge your parents, a dream that no one else will lose their homes, the drive to protect my friends from danger. Actually, I have no purpose. I was forced to do this. That is funny. I want to click on that just to see what would happen. I'd rather not talk about this for Tem. That one's close to what I want.
That's a great purpose, Cirrus. With better rulers, people won't suffer anymore. Every time you swing that blade, remember your answer.
Do I have the blade? I don't remember. Did Mylus give it to me, or did they already have it?
I have more to say, though, so hold on. Our parents went to Museo together, as a group of friends. Now, we're doing the same. And trust me, I'm worried.
Well, don't say deja vu. Dude, are you saying we're gonna die there?
They got caught up in a fight, and we will too. But I don't want to die. I want to save Alestia. So promise me, we'll stay together. Right until the end.
You're not here later in my vision. So I don't think that actually happens. Of course, until the end, I have no idea what will happen to us, though. You've asked me to make a promise I can't keep. Yeah, of course. It's a piece of cake. Let's see. Remain silent. Ooh, there's an option. Let's see. What would I say? Yeah, I'd want to stick together. But keeping promises, of course, until the end.
There we go. That's the spirit. With that attitude, we'll never lose. Now let's get that blade and head to Museo.
Right, the blade's in the tree.
Yeah, I'm about ready to get off this bridge. Not exactly the best place for a heart-to-heart. Though, honestly, I'm glad you opened up.
Yay!
And actually, I think I found my purpose. I want to fight to protect my closest friends.
Knew it.
So, about that promise, I'll be here, right until the end.
Woohoo! Let's go! I nod and they smile at one another. A few moments later, we continue our trek to the Grand Tree. This time, however, we reach our goal with no interruptions. Ooh, it's really pretty in here. Is that stone thing? What is this? As soon as we enter, we all spread out. Perhaps covering more ground would help us find it easier. However, much to our surprise, it's out in the open.
Wait, that's it?
It's wrapped up in a sack in front of the Grand Tree's altar. What are they talking about? This? This looks like the altar. What sack? Don't you think it would be in the picture? The general shape and size was very easy to discern to me. It was the instrument of my death and Valinor's destruction.
There's a letter attached to it. Let's see what it says.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we're supposed to touch it. We should probably leave this one to the Cirrus.
I got it.
I'm sure it's fine as long as it's covered up.
It's probably
Very
why it's
well.
covered.
Feel free to do the honors.
I got it. Hand it over. They both look at me, leaving me little choice in the matter. It's not like they had any chance in it either, however. Taking slow steps to the altar, I look down at the letter.
Well, what does it say?
I kneel down and pull off the letter, breaking some adhesive. It's from Mylus, and it gives us a bit more information. None of us have ever left Valinor, so guidance is helpful.
Instructions from Mylus. Thank you for following my directions. It's good to know we'll be able to work with each other on this grand endeavor. Hidden inside this package here is the blade we talked about earlier, otherwise known as the Blade of Exodus. I'm not sure why it's been given such a name, but it was the Triumvirate's choice. As soon as you take it, please ensure that it never leaves your sight. A guide, Zamira, will be waiting for you on Main Street. He'll guide you to Peregrino, where you'll meet up with Pro, a trusted ally and longtime rebel. From there, Pro will guide you to Mazeo. Pro might seem a bit incompetent at first, but he's simply been following my orders. Having him come here and get you, as Damek originally planned, was much too risky. Instead, I told him to pass time in the tavern until you bring the blade to him. I had Zamira meet him in the dead of night in Valinorth's outskirts to retrieve the blade and bring it to where you are now. This way, no villagers were aware, and there was no chance of complications arising. I'm sure Damek will understand this delay. One final thing. I authorize you with access to Solberg, now that you know its secret. Feel free to stop there on your journey.
I don't remember the name Solberg. I put the letter in my pocket and look at Fortime and Valessa. It seems that our next objective was very clear, much better than before. If Mylus simply threw us into the wild, we'd get lost immediately.
The Blade of Exodus. That's a bit of a weird name, isn't it? Do you think that's the person who made it?
Ooh, there's an idea. I don't know. Is that a name?
Or maybe it's a title for whoever wields it. You know, something like Seer or Cirrus. What about it? Should we call you Exodus?
That depends. What does it mean? That's such a stupid name for it sound. I like the sound of that actually. Let's stick with. Ooh. I don't want it. Not the first one. Do I want to be called? I don't know what that means. Let's stick with my name. I like my
Yeah,
name.
especially if the Triumvirate wants it back. Walking around as Exodus would put a huge target on us.
That's true.
That's not something we can afford if we want to blend in.
All right. Forget I suggested it. Let's get out of here before we waste too much time. We're supposed to meet someone named Zamira, right?
I know them. They typically guard the town gate. No better person to carry out a secret mission in the night. I'm glad we'll have a guide. I was starting to worry we'd get lost.
What about Ulrich? When does he show up?
Yeah. None of us have ever left Valinor before. I'm sure it'll be great. We can even check out Solberg. Grab the blade, Cirrus. The villagers would never question you.
Heh. Never? I nodded. Cirrus, they wouldn't care that I cared. Okay, that's a sentence. But I can understand if they saw an outsider with the blade. Mylus' plan of using Zamira, I don't remember her name, or his name, it sounds like a girl to me, was definitely the best course of action. We need more girl characters, so I hope it's a girl. As we venture to Mazeo, however, some people might stare. But we're in a group, so I doubt they'll try anything. I pity the person who picked a fight with the blade of Exodus. I carefully unwrap the package. The sight of the weapon causes me to tense up. I can almost feel the pain of last night's vision. Valessa and Fortime look back, seeing it for the first time. Look down, not back. What did where am I at here? I exchange glances with them before my eyes return to the blade. I grip it for the first time. That's when everything changes. Cool. With a blinding flash of light, I fall back. I land on the floor. I'm unable to see or move. Hang on a second. Whoops, I didn't click any buttons. It isn't much longer until I can't breathe either. I hear Valessa and Fortime call out to me, but as my senses are robbed, they shout slowly faints. A series of vision plays out before me, and I do little but watch.
You mean this was all just a trick? No, I don't believe it. I'm not giving up.
To think all of that was stored in this. After we tell the people, everything will change.
We will aid you in this fight, but you are no longer a rebellion. Today, you become something much more.
Dude, that guy's voice is deep. He must be really tall and huge and buff and all that stuff.
Wait! Think about what you're doing. Without us, there is no freedom.
Ooh, this is cool.
Don't worry, nothing personal. Just playing with the hand I've been dealt.
Ooh, who are you? The shadow man approaches me with a dagger in his hand. I can't fight back, I can just watch as it sinks into my gut. Soon after I'm paralyzed on the ground, I can hear him laughing. Am I awake? I think I'm waking up. That was cool. I love it. What a great game. I gasp for air as I grip the spot where he stabbed me. Valessa and Fortime let out a huge sigh of relief. In my other hand, I held the blade of Exodus tightly. I throw it across the room as I slowly regain my breath. They help me rise in a seated position, and concern on their face is clear. Thankfully, I'm able to relax because they decide to question me. Before they decide to question me. Okay, that makes more sense.
What happened?
The blade gave me a vision.
Wait, how is that possible? The spirits are the ones who give visions. Could it have something to do with your energy?
Probably.
Valessa, it doesn't matter. For now, we just need to make sure she's safe.
Right, sorry. Will you be okay? Can you move?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm glad to hear. Mylus had to change clothes for you. It was just trying to read the blade, see?
Nice. She points to the package that held the blade. Resting there is a set of battle-ready clothing. Ooh, cool. A holster, what is that? Scabadar? I have no idea what that is. Is built into the back.
Maybe Mylus knew you touching him. If you were to grasp it, you can see the blade. It might be best to conceal it and minimize contact.
Wait, then why didn't tell us that? Seems like a stupid thing to leave out.
Yeah.
I guess you see my point. Well, I'm glad that things are fine. You should go change serious.
Well, we needed to know all that stuff anyway, so I'm glad he didn't tell us. It's much more interesting that way. She tilts her head to an alcove in the back of the grand tree. I guess it would provide sufficient privacy, so I grab the clothes. They turn their backs to me as an extra gesture of consideration. It looks like a mixture of Valessa and Fortem's outfit. Well, I guess that makes sense. They could go together. Made of flexible material, it was clearly ready for fighting. The whatever that is objectable. I could position it in my dominant hand. What should I do? Prepare left or right-handed? Why does it matter? I'm right-handed, let's go with that. I tilt it to the right for easy access to my right hand. Not that I expect to be touching the blade all too often. When the rest of the outfit is on, I walk back out in the open.
Whoa, that looks really good on you. A lot more fitting than that fancy dress.
That's everything we need then? I mean, aside from the blade.
We have the blade. What do you mean, aside from the blade? I have that. I believe that's everything, though. We got a map. We know where we're going. Yeah, that should be everything. We all look to where I threw it earlier. Oh, yeah. Before we left, I have to touch it again. I can see the anxiety within my friends. Why don't I just pick it up with the sack it was wrapped in?
Look, whatever happens, we're here for you. I doubt it'll be as bad as last time. And you're fine.
He could have worded that a bit better, but that was the truth of it. It was such a shock last time because I didn't expect it at all. But I was the Cirrus of Valinor. I was meant to wield the blade. I slowly walk towards it, kneel down when I get there. And that's gonna be the end of the episode. We're approaching half an hour, and I don't want to go much longer than that. Remember, if you want to see the next episode, to subscribe, leave a like if you liked the video. Share with your friends if you think they might like it as well. Leave a comment on what you think is going to happen next. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!